The girl was forced to marry an elderly prince. On the way to the wedding, a fierce wind arose and all the servants were blown to the ground. They hurried to escort the wedding sedan, unaware that two sedans had been sent in opposite directions. When the general lifted the bridal veil, he was stunned by her appearance. But the girl performed a concubine greeting, which puzzled him. Just then, a guard reported that the bridal sedan had been swapped by mistake. The girl felt anxious at once. Seeing this, the general reassured her that he had already sent word to the prince. He then handed her a cup of tea. However, as the girl reached for it, he noticed the bruise on her wrist. He wanted to ask about it, but she immediately hid her hand. The general hurried to apologize. Soon after, the guard returned to report that the bride couldn't be sent back, for the prince had already consummated the marriage. What's more, when the girl's family learned of this, they immediately severed ties with her. Hearing this, the girl felt completely desperate. It turned out that although she was a nobleman's daughter, her stepmother had treated her badly since childhood. Her father never cared about her. Eager for power, he even offered her as the prince's concubine. At the same time, the general mistakenly thought the girl was upset about not marrying the prince. He comforted her that she was worthy of meeting someone better. But his guard asked, "Why not let her be your wife directly?" Hearing this, the general sent the guard away. He explained his family wasn't wealthy enough to deserve her. Then he decided to go talk to her family. However, the girl stopped him, saying she was willing to marry him. The general immediately knelt before her, asking if she had no regrets. He worried she was acting out of desperation, but the girl answered him with a kiss. Just then, the prince's steward barged into the general's residence. He demanded the return of the concubine and presented the girl's indenture papers. The next moment, a spear shot out and struck the steward. The general walked out angrily, declaring that the girl was already his wife. If anyone dared to offend her, he wouldn't hesitate to kill them. Terrified, the steward begged for mercy and fled. The guard picked up the indenture papers, unable to hold back his anger at the girl's heartless family. That's when the general realized that her injuries had been caused by her own family. He carried a bowl of warm soup back to the bridal chamber. Seeing this, the girl instinctively stood up to serve him, but the general moved aside, afraid she might be burned. He explained he had prepared the nourishing soup just for her, then ladled a bowl and handed it to her. This reminded the girl of a painful memory. Her stepmother always made her stand as punishment, holding a bowl filled with water. She was never allowed to rest, even when she was in pain during her period. The maid had told her that once a woman married, her life became about serving her husband, and that wouldn't stop for something like her period. Thinking of this, the girl couldn't hold back her tears. She felt fortunate to have met such a kind husband.